You come from Moldova?
Moldova, Chisinau.
Only you.
Okay.
Yes, please.
مرحبا سيدنا.
مرحبا.
هذول مجموعة من البلغار.
أهلا وسهلا.
سيد.
We are very glad to welcome you here in Jerusalem and also in the case here. It's a great blessing for you to be here in the Holy Land, and especially in Jerusalem. And you know that Jerusalem is a very special place, a very special city, because it is connected with sacred history. And what is the sacred history? The sacred history is the history of the Bible, right? The history that began on Mount Sinai, Prophet Moses, and culminated here in Bethlehem with the nativity of our Lord Jesus Christ, and his crucifixion and resurrection here in Jerusalem, right? Where is the Holy Sepulchre today. And this is why this part of the earth is so important and so unique, and is important for the whole world and for all the religions and all nations, because this part of the earth has been watered and therefore sanctified and blessed by the very blood of the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ. So what makes this place to be so special and so unique, it's because this has been blessed by the very blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. And we as Christian and as Orthodox, we have this great blessing to be here and to be from our presence is here from the very beginning of the church. That is to say, we've been here for almost 2,000 years, right? And our task has been to keep, protect, guard, and serve the holy places. The holy places are the undeniable testimonies, witnesses to our faith, to the sacred history. That is to say, the holy places here are not just places of historical importance, are not just archaeological sites, are not just tourist attractions, but are places of worship. That is to say, we keep those holy places as places of worship, places that we pray day and night throughout the ages, and this is why the holy places are considered to be spiritual oases, to be spiritual oases that people from all over the world and throughout the ages, they come here in order to receive special food for the soul. As much as the body needs biological food, so much the soul needs also very special food. And this is what Jerusalem does not only and offers not only to Christians, to all the Christians, but to all the religious, to Muslims, to Jews, to other Christians, to everybody. This is why Jerusalem is considered to be the spiritual capital of the whole world. And as I've said, we as Orthodox, we have this great privilege to have been entrusted the guardianship and the service of the holy places. And I'm saying all this because here we, the Church of Jerusalem, together with the Brotherhood, the Order of the Holy Tomb of Christ that is in charge of the holy places, we do not represent ourselves here, but primarily we represent the whole world, and especially we represent you. We represent all Orthodox churches and all Orthodox countries and nations. So for us, for you, it's a great blessing to be here, and it's a blessing for us as well. And I know that your country had a very difficult and harsh times. There was real persecution, there was atheism, and there was atheistic coercion, right, from the ruling at the time. But now we know how the Church of Bulgaria and the nation of Bulgaria is trying its best to revive and recover from these big traumas and tragedies. And I know these days you are celebrating in Sofia. In Sofia you are celebrating the 1025 years anniversary, I think, of Christianization of the Bulgar people.
Mhm.
And we have sent our delegation there. We sent 2 bishops in order to participate in these big holidays. And I hope and pray that your pilgrimage here would be for your spiritual progress. And I mean that because I know that in Bulgaria the church is not that strong as should have to be because of the reasons that I explained to you, right? And but now there is this revival, and we are glad that we are receiving Bulgarian people, many groups and pilgrims, and this is a very encouraging sign, because I firmly believe that all those pilgrims who are coming from Bulgaria, no matter what is their motivation that brings them here, the fact is that when they go back to Bulgaria, they go back as pilgrims, and they become good messengers and apostles, because they have to convey the experience they have gathered from here. That is to say, they have to convey what they heard, what they've seen here in the Holy Land and in the holy places, and of course in Jerusalem. So I wish you a blessed pilgrimage, because for me, no matter what is the purpose of your visit here, for me, you are pilgrims, and I mean it, and you will realize when you go back home. And I wish you success also in your mission, and I hope that more pilgrims will be encouraged to visit the Holy Land. And I'm saying this because this is important, especially nowadays, in our era of globalization. And you know what is globalization? Globalization is the powers of the dark powers of this world, as St. Paul says. And the problem of globalization is the Orthodox, Eastern Orthodox culture and mind. this is the problem of globalization. Because globalization means one thing, disorientation and above all confusion. Right? This is why today even natural laws are dismissed, and in few years I don't know if human beings would be able to identify their own biological status. You understand what I mean by this? They wouldn't know if they are males or females. Right? Because unfortunately this is what is going on here, and today you see there is more respect to the animals and to the animal, to irrational world, to trees, and I don't know what else, than to the human being. And I mean it. The human person is totally disrespected, and look what is going on with this ISIS, the Daesh. Look that there is real persecution against Christians. We know very little about the heinous and despicable crimes that those extremist groups are doing, and it's a great, I don't know how to express it, it's a great pity because today there is no Christian world, there are only Christian individuals and Christian groups that they care about Christians. But the so-called Christian nations, they could care less about the situation of Christians that are undergoing this despicable, inhumane persecution. I mean, what is happening here never happened in the early days of the Christian era, when the Romans were persecuting Christians. So globalization is the real evil power that is going to sway control all over the world and on our souls as well. But as for our church, you have to know one thing, the Orthodox Church, the Eastern Orthodox Church, and I repeat it, the Eastern Orthodox Church is the most conservative, at the same time the most liberal. Why? Because God is philanthropist. That is to say, God's concern and focus is the human being, is all anthropos, the human being, right? Mm-hmm. Not the other way around. And today, unfortunately, the God of this earth is the golden calf, is money. Today, they believe only in money, and the God of this world is money. So, on the bima, on the altar of money and interest, everything is sacrificed, right? And this is our reality, and I'm not talking in abstract terms. So anyway, wish you blessed pilgrimage and success in your mission here in Israel and in the Holy Land. And God bless you. Christos воскресе.
This is
great.
They don't like Russians, but we don't. Outside they are happy with Russians, but inside they don't like them. We know them. Correct? We know Владыка Владимир.
Да, я близкий человек, митрополит Владимир. Очень близкий.
Пожалуйста. Please.